Oh, Byron Donald.
Yes, Byron Donalds is on here with Anna Paulina Luna, Tick, and Fox's Maria Bartiromo. And there's so much, they're so upset that they can't make the argument that Joe Biden's really old anymore. I don't know if it's a function of like Donald Trump falling asleep in court or his Ozempic making him fart so much that people can't stand to be around him.
Or the fact that they have like a core constituency, particularly people watching Fox News, that might be offended if you call them a little bit old.
Right.
And I also think this might be an attempt to beat back the extremely low expectations that Trump is providing for Biden ahead of a debate. Like Trump being like, he can't string two sentences together. He can barely move. And them trying to be like, well, what happens if he might be able to move and string two sentences together?
Yeah.
But here they are speculating. And the funny part is, like, I'm not even sure I accept their premise. But here they are trying to, and I think this is a good point, is to, like, they're trying to sort of play the expectations game for the debate. If he does well, it's because he's obviously been shot up with vitamin C or whatever it is, vitamin B. If he doesn't do well, then the doctor who didn't come a-calling. But here's Maria Bartiromo. I loved her qualifier at the end.
Okay, so what did you see when you were at the State of the Union? You heard what your colleague Greg Murphy said. He's the head of the Doctors Caucus. He says, quote, Joe Biden was jacked up. Now you've got President Trump saying he wants drug testing. Should there be drug testing before these debates?
Maria, I'll tell you, I absolutely agree with that. There should. You could tell that Joe Biden comes in, he's jacked up, and then as the hour goes by, he slowly winds down. So the American people need to understand if they're giving him some injection so that he can actually look like he's coherent and he's with us, because the other parts of the time he's not. This is why we want to get the Hur tapes, because obviously during that session with Robert Hur, things did not go well. The American people need to understand what is the true mental capacity of Joe Biden.
Well, I just want to say, look, these are obviously very serious charges that he's jacked up. We don't know. We're not doctors. We have no idea. Now, the GOP Doctors Caucus chairman did say, I have experienced this and I know this for sure. But, I mean, how are you going to know? So you're saying, yes, we should have drug testing.
Maria, I think that we need to. I think that, we're talking about someone who has the ability to launch nukes. And frankly, Rep. Van Jew actually made a great point in that the reason why we're fighting so hard to hear these actual audio recordings of the president during his interview is because we need to ensure that this individual is essentially capable. We don't necessarily trust that he can do that right now.
Real quick before. Okay.
I mean, let's drug test both of them.
When they say jacked up, it reminds me of that old ESPN segment, right? Where they basically show these guys getting concussed and hit really hard, and they go, you just got jacked up. Okay, that's just a bit of an aside, but
also, like, where do we line up for these shots?
I know. Well, JFK, just Google Dr. Feelgood and JFK. I mean, like, it's not.
You could also just Google Donald Trump's White House physician, who apparently was handing out drugs like it was candy.
Yeah, you can Google Trump pill mill.
Oh my
which
God.
is how it was described.
Oh yeah, did you not know that?
No, I know. What was the guy's name? He's now
Ronnie. Well, yeah, remember Ronnie Jackson was the White House physician, and now he's obviously.
We covered his latest media appearance. If you recall, Sam, he was on Fox News, and even they looked alarmed at. Do you remember this?
No.
He allegedly has, but many people in his office, I think when he was White House physician, have alleged that he himself had some substance abuse problems.
I really don't care for the most part what the president uses to like unwind, or if Trump is taking a bunch of Adderall to enhance his performance, and if Biden is taking supplements. As we've said before, it's about the coalitions they're bringing into office, not really the figurehead. And I think they're having trouble making the case that like Trump is a less risky bet on the competence point, because even if people think Biden is old, they still don't go as far as to say he's kind of a maniac in the way Trump is. That's the general consensus.
You got to wonder why Biden, the Biden administration, their DEA, changed the schedule of marijuana. Yeah, I mean, just asking questions. We don't know what Biden's doing.
If Biden was like a stoner, that might I might like him slightly more. I just don't think that's the case. They're both teetotalers, aren't they? Both of them?
Yeah, I'm not
Trump
sure.
and Biden.
But yeah, like this is like you said, like this is all second order. It was the same thing with Trump. Was is he too crazy to be president? Well, he's like too bad, and the output is so bad that we shouldn't want this guy president. But like as far as being not there, yeah, I don't think Biden's all there. I think he's noticeably slowed. I think Trump's not all there. Ronald Reagan had an interview with Leslie Stahl when he was president, where she's like, I looked in and there was like nothing behind his eyes, and he like famously like grabbed a Air Force One model out of a fish bowl, and his wife asked him, "What's that?" And he said, "I don't know, something to do with me." So like this happens.
Oh yeah. No, he had full on, I think, dementia by the time he left. Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.